Welcome to Bashinator Unleashed. Welcome to my soccer predictions video. I will be breaking down 10 key matches this upcoming weekend and Friday as well. I will also be giving a recap of my previous soccer video bets at the end of the video. Please let me know if you guys want that at the beginning or end. I will be doing it at the end for this video. Starting with the first match this upcoming tomorrow, actually, on Wednesday, we have Barcelona versus Dortmund in the Champions League. I will be going with Barcelona in this match to win, tie, no bet, basically. Barcelona have been pretty much unbeatable this whole season. They've been very strong their past 10 games. Dortmund have been pretty wishy-washy. I believe the game is in Dortmund, which only plays... Or no, the game is actually in Barcelona, which only plays in Barcelona's favor more. They have Lewandowski, they have Rafinha, they have Lamar. Those three have been on fire. As annoying as it is, I am a Real Madrid fan, but Barcelona keep getting it done. I don't see Dortmund going to not Camp Nou anymore, just going to Barcelona's little crap stadium that they've been in for like 4 years now. It seems like that if they've been there forever, they need to get out of that crap stadium. Their fans are so far away from the field on the goal side. It's a crap stadium. So they need to get out of there. I don't see Dortmund coming and getting a result, so I'll rock with Barcelona, tie no bet. Should be solid. Next match, we have PSG versus Aston Villa. Personally, I am breaking down this match for you guys because it's a big Champions League match tomorrow as well. Betting-wise, I'm honestly really not too sure who's going to win. PSG have been really good as of late. Only thing is Aston Villa, even though they don't have much name value, they've been on fire this season. They have Asensio now, they have Rashford now, and those two have been linking up and scoring or have a goal involvement pretty much every game. Dembele on PSG, he's been pretty fire this season as well. They have Barcola on the left wing. I would say probably over 1.5 goals. If you want to get chancy, maybe over 2.5 goals. Not really sure which side the goals are going to be coming from, but I do see goals being scored in this match. So safer bet, over 1.5 goals. If you want to get better odds, you can go with over 2.5. If you want to pick a team, I guess because Paris is at home, you can do Paris double chance. I believe that's probably like minus 200. Not too bad odds. It's just that Aston Villa has been pretty good as well. I'd say let's go with the over 1.5 goals in this game. Moving on to Thursday, we have Warsaw versus Chelsea. I'll be going with Chelsea, double chance in this game. Actually, probably tie no bet. That would be get a little bit better odds. We do need Chelsea to win this game. They have Fernandez, who's been running the midfield. Cole Palmer, who's kind of slowed down a bit as of lately. He started the season on fire with his dumb little bull haircut, but I'm a Palmer fan, so I'm not trying to hate on him too much. He was really good just as of recently, the past 2-3 months. He doesn't really get the goal involvements anymore. He does play good. It's just that he's not having anything to show for it. Who else is on Chelsea? We have Sanchez in goal. He's been okay. They need to get someone new, honestly. He shouldn't be the full starting keeper for Chelsea FC. That being said, they are away at Warsaw. Warsaw is doing pretty good as of late. They're in the Polish league. They're currently like third. The only thing is they're not playing very competitive competition. Chelsea's going to be probably the strongest team they've played in the past few months, and it's going to be hard for them to get the win. I say maybe even a tie, but we'll go with the Chelsea tie no bet. We'll hope for the Chelsea win. That way we're getting better odds. I know their money line's like minus 350, so not confident enough for the Chelsea money line. We'll do the tie no bet. Is what it is if that gets voided. Moving on to the Friday game I have marked is Burnley versus Norwich. Burnley are in the Championship, the second division of England. Burnley are second and Norwich are 11th. Burnley have been pretty good as of late. I did get burned on them a couple times earlier this season, but again, they're still currently second, and Norwich have been pretty shaky as of recently in 11th. Burnley should be pretty favorite to win, maybe even just money line. I don't know if I'm that confident. Maybe just tie no bet. We'll just do a lot of those this week. I know you might just not get anything, but at least you get your money back. They have Trafford in goal. He's probably the shining light of Burnley. He helps them stay in so many games. That's why they get so many draws or wins. They don't really lose because they don't concede that much because of Trafford. So pretty confident Burnley will get the win. If anything, they'll tie and we'll get our money back. We'll rock with Burnley tie no bet. Next is on Saturday. We have Southampton versus Nottingham Forest. We have Southampton versus Aston Villa. So Another Aston Villa game. Obviously, you won't be able to or actually, you might be able to parlay these two, just because Champions League and Premier League are two different leagues. So I don't know if you guys know this. If I want to bet on Aston Villa's Premier League game this Saturday, and then I also want to bet on their Premier League game next Saturday in the same parlay, it's not going to let you because it's in the same league. Where if it's in the Champions League and in the Premier League, you should be able to parlay these two together. That being said, Aston Villa is playing Southampton away. Southampton just finally got relegated this last weekend. Aston Villa should be stormed through them. I don't really see Southampton getting a result. They have nothing to play for now. Defeated inside. They're going to bring out all the youngsters now for the rest of the season just to try and get experience. The starting 11, the damage is done. There's no reason for them to keep playing. You guys relegated in April, so is what it is for Southampton. Aston Villa should be favorites to honestly just win this game. If you want, you can put over 2.5 goals in this game. Aston Villa are pretty high scorers, but you can go with Aston Villa money line, I'd say. They're still trying to play for something. They're still fighting at the top of the league, while Southampton have absolutely zero to play for. So we'll go with Aston Villa on that game. Moving on is Nottingham Forest versus Everton. Of all the surprises, Nottingham Forest third place in April. That's probably the biggest. Nottingham Forest have Alanga, Chris Wood, Hudson-Odoi. Alanga and Hudson-Odoi are just basically rejects from two big teams. Alanga from Manchester United and Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea. They got sent to Nottingham Forest, which you think, all right, well, that's where their career goes to die. And somehow those two and the whole squad have culminated together and been pretty decent this whole entire campaign. They've gotten results against the best teams in the league. They've had some slip-ups, but sitting at third in April with only, 8 more games to play, they're in pretty good shape to get Champions League and to finish in the top 4. So pretty safe to say Nottingham Forest will be beating Everton this game. We'll do the Nottingham Forest double chance, win or tie. Everton have gotten a lot of ties, so it'd be annoying if we do the tie no bet and get another one voided. So we'll get a little bit higher odds on this one, but we'll do the double chance. Should be a safe bet. Everton did tie Arsenal, which is kind of concerning because Arsenal just smashed Real Madrid 3-0 today. But Everton's going to be away. Nottingham Forest have been so good at home. I don't see Everton going away and getting the win. Should be a safe bet, double chance, Nottingham Forest to win or tie against Everton. Moving on, we have Holstin Kiel versus St. Pauli. I will be going with St. Pauli on this game. These are two mid-bottom half tables of the German Bundesliga. St. Pauli is currently 11th. Holstin Kiel is about 16th. St. Pauli, I bet on Mönchengladbach last weekend, where I had Gladbach to win or tie, and Gladbach was winning 1-0, and the last 20 minutes of the game, St. Pauli just started putting it on Gladbach to the point where I was scared. I'm going to lose the bet. 80th minute, St. Pauli's goal comes. Now it's 1-1. Now I'm getting real concerned. Luckily, Gladbach held on, but I clearly saw St. Pauli have the good form. They can get good passes together. They were able to score a really good goal, honestly. So I'm pretty safe to say that St. Pauli will get the win over 16th Holstin Kiel. They got a tie against Mainz, which I'll go over that in the end of the video where I'm recapping my last bets. But I'd say St. Pauli, they have some good form of recent. We'll go with them to do double chance, win or tie. We won't do the tie no bet. Moving on to Sunday, we have Fiorentina versus Parma. Fiorentina, they were my team at the beginning of the season. Them and Lazio. They were just two mid-table teams that you would think. They don't have a bunch of name value. When you're betting, all the big name value teams are obviously always going to have higher value. Where Fiorentina and Lazio, two teams that aren't world recognized as the biggest teams. So you're going to get them at better value. They were so good at the first 2-3 months of the season. Obviously, I was betting and winning with them a lot. Then they started screwing me month 4, 5, and 6, so I completely lost faith in them. And it seems like this last month or two, they've picked it up again, the both of them, Fiorentina and Lazio. So they've been beating some good teams. They've been getting some wins of recent. I think their last 5, they have 4 wins each. So pretty safe to say Fiorentina at home against Parma, who's last place. I don't see Parma going to Fiorentina and getting the win. Only thing is, the odds are going to be high again for the Fiorentina double chance. We can just still go with that just because we like winning and we don't want to get all our bets voided. So We'll take the Fiorentina double chance. Parma have been very low scorers. I think they have like 3 goals scored in the last 6 games. So I see the goals coming from Fiorentina. Keane could probably get a goal. He was the Juventus striker. Wasn't very good, but he's been getting some goals in Fiorentina. So pretty safe to say he'll be getting on the score sheet in that game. Moving on to the second to last game, we have Brest versus St Etienne in the French league. Brest is pretty good, honestly. They don't really get the recognition they deserve. They're like 10th. They've gotten screwed a lot this season, honestly. Bad decisions. They've gotten like winning, tying against the better teams in the league, and then they'll get scored on once or twice in the last 2 minutes, and then they blow it. So they've been actually pretty good. They'll be winning those games and then just screw themselves at the end. But watching them as a team, they know what they're doing. St Etienne have been like 16th, 17th pretty much all season. They're just fighting to get out of the relegation zone. Brest, not playing for the top 3, not playing to get out of the relegation zone. Pretty safe to say Brest will get the win, if anything, tie. We'll do double chance on this game. Etienne, obviously they have a lot more to play for. They're trying to not get relegated to the second division of France. But I don't know, they've just been so poor. I don't think they're going to get the win away there. Final bet, Brest, double chance, winner tie. And the last game of the weekend is one I will actually be attending live. It's in Chicago. It's Chicago Fire versus Inter Miami. I'll go with Inter Miami. Again, I've ranted about them before. I don't like Messi. I don't like the 4 of them. Suarez, Busquets, and Alba. But obviously they're good. They did get lucky against Toronto, honestly, last game. They did have 2 disallowed goals, but Toronto hit the post like 3 times. So that being said, I am still pretty confident with Miami. Chicago just don't have anyone good. At least Toronto had Lorenzo Insigne, who was on Napoli, and Bernardeschi, who was on Juventus before. Obviously, they're getting older. They're not in their prime, but they were actually pretty good that game. Bernardeschi was actually insane that game. Watch Toronto versus Miami, and you'll see Bernardeschi's goal where he just dribbled through like 3 of them and got it past Calendar. Not very convincing from Miami, but they're playing Chicago in Chicago. It's going to be raining, I think, which is kind of annoying, but I'll go with Miami to double chance. I don't know if Messi's going to score. I don't know if the rain's going to affect that for him or not, but pretty safe to say I'll be going with Miami double chance. I'll even try and film a little video for you guys while I'm there. A little vlog for the good people. But final bet, Miami double chance. They'll get the win over Chicago. That brings an end to my picks for this upcoming weekend. I will quickly go through the recap of my previous picks. That way you guys can kind of see how we did. First one, it was Genoa versus Udinese. I said double chance Genoa. I believe that game ended in a tie, or Genoa won. All I know is that bet won. So Genoa clearly did not lose that game. Second one was Mainz versus Como. I chose Como double chance winner tie. Como won that game, so we won that bet. Third one was Mainz versus Holstin Kiel. I chose Mainz to win or tie, double chance, and they tied, so we won that bet. Next one was Las Palmas versus Real Sociedad. I chose Sociedad to have over 2 goals, and that they did. They scored 3 times. That was another win. PSG versus Angers. This was the first loss. That was actually really annoying. PSG's first, Angers is like last, and PSG won 1-0. I had said over 1.5 goals for the home side PSG, and they were only able to score 1. So that was the first loss of the weekend. Next one, I had Torino versus Hellas Verona to win or tie, double chance, and Torino tied, so we won that one. Other one we had was Inter Miami versus Toronto. I said for them to tie, no bet for Miami, and they got the tie. So we just got the money back on that one. Did not win, did not lose. And the last one was Real Madrid versus Valencia. This one was so annoying. Real Madrid lost 2-1. That wasn't even the bet. We had over 1.5 goals for Real Madrid, and they just kept missing every time. They scored once, and they blew it. I was glad they got scored on at the very end. They deserved it. Whenever I lose my bet because of a team or fighter, I just want them to lose. It is what it is. You guys made me lose, now you lose. So we did pretty good on that weekend. We lost 2 of them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right. We got 1 voided. So we got 6 or 5. We got 6 out of 8. We didn't get 6 correct. We got 5 correct, but we got 1 of our money back. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave comments. I want to hear from you guys. I want to engage with you all. I want to start a community. I look forward to making my next video. That will be coming out tomorrow for my upcoming UFC 314 predictions. Thank you guys for watching, and please tune into the next video.